I swear, when I walked into class this morning, I thought I'd stumbled into a crime scene or a high school branch of the FBI.
Why? Did someone's calculator vanish, or did the legendary beehive sandals go missing again?
Way too basic. The whole class was holding a grand summit, investigating the truth behind the love triangle between Vi and Fuck.
Oh, those two lovebirds haven't broken up yet?
There's no official written announcement yet, but the atmosphere in class is tighter than a guitar string during an oral exam.
School drama is the best medicine for the soul. Tell me quickly, I'm ready to soak up all the gossip.
Early this morning, V posted a mysterious story with a black background.
A classic signal from the universe.
The caption was, "Some people should only exist in memories rather than in the future."
Oh man, so philosophical. That kind of caption either means she's heartbroken, or she just got points docked for attendance and is looking at life with pure spite.
That's not all. Just 5 minutes later, Fook reciprocated with a photo of a milk teacup with no pearls and a one-word caption, "bitter."
They really are the lead characters in a teen youth drama. One is deep, the other is as brief as a math problem statement.
I was sitting between the two of them and felt more nervous than watching the World Cup final. No one in class was listening to the lecture. Everyone was busy being an internet detective, analyzing every pixel of the story.
The teacher must have felt like something was off, right?
She was busy solving equations on the board, while the class was busy decoding the psychology of romantic crimes.
I thought only our class was this bored.
Not at all! The peak was Lan. She zoomed in on Vi's story to the max just to check the reflection in her glasses to see who Vi was sitting with.
What? That level of scrutiny has reached laboratory microscope status.
I was literally shocked.
If they applied that much detail to their studies, they'd all be valedictorians by now.
Exactly. During a 5-minute quiz, everything is a blur, but as soon as there's drama, everyone transforms into Sherlock Holmes.
But I think that couple is a bit cheesy.
Don't say that. Last month, Fuck accepted a silent sacrifice and wrote Vi's lines 50 times, "I promise not to talk in class."
Ah, then it's true love. Writing punishment lines is the most grueling test of love during student years.
Not to mention during that sudden downpour, he took off his jacket to cover V so she could run to the canteen, letting himself get soaked like a drowned rat.
Sounds as romantic as a K-drama, doesn't it?
The result was he caught a cold and was out for 3 days, while V was busy, going out for milk tea with her clique.
Well, love always needs heroes as foolish as that.
If it were me, I'd probably be moved to tears.
If someone gave you a jacket to shield you from the rain, you'd probably ask, "What brand is this? Did you use fabric softener? I'm afraid of allergies."
Haha, you know me too well. I'm the type that's allergic to cheesiness.
But I have to admit, loving at this age is like riding a roller coaster.
Because we're still dreamers.
No, it's because we like posting cryptic stories to gaslight the other person.
True. When adults argue, they stay silent to think.
When students argue, they post sad ballads by Mr. Zero, black and white photos, and a lonely ellipsis.
Then the friend group jumps in to comment, "Are you okay?" When the truth is, they're just sad because their mom cut off their milk tea allowance.
I once saw someone post, "After everything, everyone changes." The whole class thought they'd just been dumped.
And
Turns out they just got a bad haircut with straight bangs, and their face really did look different.
haha, students really do live on oxygen and drama.
Speaking of which, yesterday I saw my crush out with someone else.
Oh, here we go. The main character of the next drama has arrived.
I felt my heart skip a beat, a mild heartache.
How mild are we talking?
Mild enough that I still had the strength to finish a bowl of mixed noodles with an extra egg and 2 sausages.
Then that's just a stomach ache, not a heartache yet.
But I did freeze for about 3 seconds, feeling like time stood still.
Did some tragic movie soundtrack start playing during those 3 seconds?
No, Just the sound of a garbage truck passing by going beep beep.
So who exactly is your crush?
National secret.
Come on, tell me. I'm famous for being the grade's secure mailbox.
That sentence sounds just as dangerous as, I'll only scroll TikTok for 5 more minutes, then I'll study.
Hey, I'm actually trustworthy.
Sure, so trustworthy that the other day you accidentally told my secret to the whole group.
I didn't tell it. I was just dissecting a situation to help everyone learn from experience.
Forget it.
Give me a hint. Someone from the class next door?
No,
Someone who always sits by the window, hair blowing in the wind?
not that either.
Someone who likes eating mixed rice paper every recess?
At this school, that makes everyone a suspect.
That's tough, but I think having a crush is fun.
Fun how? It's just wasting money on candy and wasting time stalking their stories.
It's motivation.
Academic motivation?
No, motivation to wake up early, style your hair, and spray perfume before school.
Okay, that's true. I once stood in front of the mirror fixing my hair 10 times before entering the classroom.
The result?
The second I stepped through the door, the classroom ceiling fan number 3 blew all my effort away in a heartbeat.
Life always knows how to crush our confidence in the most brutal ways.
One time I even practiced smiling to look cool in the mirror.
Did you turn into a screen idol in real life?
I looked in the mirror and felt like I looked more like a villain plotting to take over the school canteen than a romantic lead.
Haha, just stay true to yourself, Alex.
Yeah, the biggest mistake of student life is trying to act cool in front of your crush.
Right, only to trip on the stairs or start hiccuping while talking to them.
Or worse, laughing elegantly and then accidentally snorting milk tea out of your nose.
Hey, the milk tea snorting thing actually happened to me. Don't remind me of that pain.
I remember that day the whole canteen looked at you like you were some weird creature that just crawled out of the ocean.
Annoying! But I have to admit, this age is full of nonsense drama, but it's fun.
Yeah, when we're older, we'll probably miss these goofy moments.
Missing the times the whole class huddled together for gossip, the feeling of rushing homework deadlines to the sound of the school drum, and those nameless feelings.
Suddenly saying all this makes me feel so grown up, I'm getting a bit emotional.
Don't cry. I didn't bring any tissues.
I'm not crying because I'm touched. I'm crying because I just remembered I have a math test tomorrow and haven't studied a single word.
Well, put that romance away and go study for my sake.
All right, all right.
I think school is a temple of knowledge and a place to forge a will of steel.
Wrong. It's a center for measuring survival indices and cardiovascular endurance.
That sounds about right.
Specifically, every time a teacher gently says, "Take out a piece of paper for a quiz, class."
In that moment, all my brain cells go on strike and my heart starts dancing the cha-cha-cha.
You mentioned yesterday you were sneaking snacks in class. How did that go?
I was mid-chew when the teacher walked in, but the scary part wasn't her catching me eating.
Then what? Did she confiscate the snack?
No, she smiled, a radiant smile that carried the icy chill of an Arctic winter.
Oh, it's over. When a teacher is suddenly, unusually kind, it's the omen of a Category 12 hurricane.
She said exactly one sentence. Today we'll just have a gentle little test, for fun.
A teacher's fun and a girl's "I have nothing to wear" have the same level of credibility. 0.
I turned to look at my teammates. Everyone's face was as pale as a blank exam paper.
Like their souls were on vacation and were suddenly recalled to become slaves to numbers.
And do you know what the most infuriating feeling is?
Studying the wrong thing?
No, I actually studied, but I studied the wrong millennium entirely.
Haha, the pinnacle of being out of sync.
I stayed up until 1 a.m. meticulously researching Chapter 4, while the exam focused entirely on Chapter 1.
That's called investing in the wrong market. A total freefall of intellectual stocks.
Looking at that physics exam made me feel like I was in the middle of a square in Bangkok, nothing but strange characters.
Physics? Me and that subject are like two strangers who passed by each other's lives but never understood each other for a single second.
Physics formulas in my head are like military codes encrypted by aliens.
I once tried my luck by writing formulas all over both my arms.
Did it turn out brilliant?
The exam was all theory and practical thinking questions. The weapons I brought were completely useless. Man proposes, teacher disposes.
By the last question, I switched to the spiritual system. I closed my eyes and prayed to all four directions.
Was there any response?
No, but at least in that moment, my soul felt peaceful before receiving a non-peaceful grade.
I fear most the scritch sound, the sound of the smart kids flipping their paper.
That psychological pressure is more terrifying than an air raid siren.
They're flipping to the second page while I'm still debating whether to write my name in blue or black ink.
There are kids who do exams at light speed. I suspect they were implanted with AI chips in the womb.
Exactly. While we're still decoding the prompt, they've already put their pen down and are staring at the ceiling contemplating the meaning of life.
Their faces look like, why did they insult my intelligence with such a basic exam?
Meanwhile, we're looking at the exam like a treasure map but without a compass.
But you have to admit, pressure creates diamonds and it also creates genius cheaters.
Are you bringing up the writing notes on water bottle labels thing again? That's ancient history.
What could be more elite than that?
I once saw a kid print microscopic cheat sheets and glue them inside a pen cap, or someone who memorized the camera's blind spots like a real secret agent.
Academic survival skills have reached a new height, but the scariest thing is being called to the board while you're focusing your energy.
That's the moment the soul leaves the body for the second time.
The other day, the teacher called me up. I held the chalk, and my hand was shaking like I was holding the destiny-defining contract of my entire lineage.
And did you transform into a math warrior?
I stood staring at the board for 3 minutes, face extremely pensive, hand on chin like the thinker statue.
Stall tactics?
The teacher asked, "Are you meditating?" I replied, "No, ma'am. I'm in the process of downloading data from my cache, but the connection is having issues."
Haha, did she give you more bandwidth?
She said, "Then go back to your seat and restart your modem so another student can connect." The whole class laughed so hard the walls almost came down.
But honestly, if student life lacked those freeze moments, it wouldn't be half as fun.
Yeah, it's strange. We're always complaining and wanting to quit school to go herd ducks.
Yet after a few weeks of summer break, you miss the noise, even the feeling of everyone being depressed together because of an exam.
I miss the knowledge summoning ritual right before the exam most. The whole group huddling, one person stuffing a few last words into another's ear.
Only for the brain to execute a factory reset command wiping all original data the second you step into the exam room.
I'm convinced my brain has a self-destruct mechanism to protect me from knowledge overload.
What about your fake determination syndrome?
Oh, that's terminal. Every time I tell myself to study seriously, I suddenly notice my bookshelf is too dusty and needs cleaning.
Exactly. Usually I'm lazy, but the moment I need to study, I suddenly want to wash dishes, clean the cat litter, or even research the growth cycle of an ant on the wall.
The brain is a miraculous thing. It will find every reason to convince you that wiping this window is more important than understanding Newton's laws.
But at 11 p.m., when the deadline is at your throat, we suddenly turn into superheroes.
Right, 11 p.m. is when enlightenment begins. 1 hour before the day ends, the brain operates at 500% capacity.
Lazy as a fish on a cutting board during the day, but at night we become presentation warriors, word wizards, and Excel masters.
I once finished a 10-page essay in the 2 hours before it was due.
And the result was surprisingly high?
That's the painful part. Because the grade was high, I keep doing it, waiting until 11 p.m.
That's the trap of last-minute efficiency.
Student years are a mix of extreme pressure and endless comedy.
Wanting to retire in the morning, laughing your head off at noon, posting life-hating statuses at night, and waking up early the next morning to copy a friend's homework.
But when I'm working later in life, maybe I'll miss that feeling of suffering together most.
Missing the feeling of everyone panicking at the sound of the proctor's footsteps.
And most of all, the classic oath of every student,
Which one?
I swear, tonight I'll start studying at 7.
The most honest lie of all time.
I just discovered a highly dangerous infectious disease in the school world.
What disease? Pink eye or chronic laziness?
No, this one is much worse. Romantic delusions of grandeur.
Haha. Oh, I was an impatient for that one since day one.
Just because someone replies to a message slightly faster than usual, your mind has already designed the wedding venue and named your 3 kids.
And then there are those who, just because their crush accidentally liked their story, start checking auspicious wedding dates and picking out furniture for their future home.
I have to admit, love at this age grows faster than the battery drains on an old iPhone.
I was a victim of self-scripted movies, too. One time my crush messaged exactly one sentence, "Are you coming to school tomorrow?"
And then, did you stay up all night drafting a thesis for a reply?
I tossed and turned, wondering why they cared so much about my academic schedule. Were they secretly saying, "Come to school tomorrow so I can look at you"?
Haha, good grief. They probably just asked, so they could sign you in or borrow your notes.
But the tone of a message from someone you like is different. It's musical.
Messages don't have sound. Are you having auditory hallucinations?
My brain automatically mixes it and adds autotune.
Truly beyond help.
That's not all. I'm also an expert in punctuation cryptography.
What? Even to that extent?
Listen, okay, with a period means they're sulky and cold. Okay with a heart means they definitely 100% have a secret crush on me.
I bet during literature class you didn't put half that effort into analyzing the symbolism of the waves.
Love is the catalyst that helps humans evolve leaps and bounds in the ability to overanalyze.
I think it just makes your brain temporarily suspend all operations.
Haha, not wrong either.
I once saw a kid who, when their crush walked past, fixed their hair 5 times, brushing it back and forth like they were prepping for the Oscars' red carpet.
That's a conditioned reflex of those who are pining.
That's not all. They also laughed intentionally loud. A big ha-ha laugh to get attention.
Was it a successful outcome?
So successful that they laughed so hard they choked on their spit and started coughing right in front of the person. Truly a legendary fail.
Real pain on top of pain, both physical and to their dignity.
At this age, the standard for happiness when you like someone is very cheap.
Like what?
Just them accidentally calling your name in a crowd makes you feel like an A-list celebrity.
Just getting to sit next to each other during school assembly makes your heart race like you're running a hurdle marathon.
Or the peak. Accidentally brushing hands and your brain will replay that moment for 3 consecutive weeks.
Haha, spot on. But the most psychologically manipulative part has to be the best friends.
Totally agree. Sometimes you're just slightly impressed by someone, but according to their mouths, you've become the world's #1 simp.
Hey, they're looking at you. Dude, I swear they definitely like you. That look says everything.
And so you go home and lie there thinking about it until 2 a.m., while in reality, they were just staring blankly at the ceiling fan behind your head.
I was once shipped with someone by my whole group.
Did you try to fight your way out?
At first, I acted annoyed, like don't joke like that, it's weird. Then, I looked in the mirror and thought they had a point. We actually looked pretty good together.
Ha ha! You really are a pushover in love.
Well, friends are the master manipulators who make you fall into the pit of delusion yourself.
But then again, those naive little feelings are just cute in a way.
Yeah, the feeling is pure, without calculation.
No need for fancy gifts. Sometimes just sitting next to each other during a test to exchange glances is enough to be happy.
Or sharing a bag of mixed rice paper under the desk.
Or the trick of borrowing a pen and forgetting to return it for a week just to have an excuse to talk.
I remember there was someone who liked another person like crazy, but their mouth kept saying we're just strangers.
And did they end up as strangers on the same path?
They pretended to ask for homework help every day, messaging from morning to night just to ask how to solve a quadratic equation.
Did they get better at math, or did they stop being single?
I don't know about their math level, but their message history was longer than a grocery list.
School love is truly a maze of indirectness. Some people secretly like someone for 3 years, with a storm in their heart but a face as calm as a mirror-like lake.
On the other hand, some people only have two polite conversations before they're already picking out matching avatars in their head.
Haha, but I think the painfulest thing isn't being rejected.
Then what? Getting your parents called in?
It's when you realize it was all just directed by you. The person was just being nice to you like they are to everyone else, while you're out here writing a 100-episode romance novel in your head.
Ouch. That hits deep. I was the lead actor in that movie Delusional once too.
Tell me about it. Give me a little entertainment.
Once I had a mild fever and was slumped over my desk. My crush suddenly walked over, put a bag of medicine on the desk, and said, "Take this so you get better soon."
Oh, how romantic. Just like a K-drama.
I was so moved in that moment, I wanted to go home and ask my parents if I could change my last name to theirs. I thought this was definitely a signal from destiny.
And then? Was there a wedding?
2 days later, I found out their family owns a pharmacy, and that day they were handing out medicine to half the class because everyone was sneezing.
Haha, from romance lead to recipient of community medical aid.
It was bitter, believe me. But whatever, it's youth. If you're not delusional, can you even call it youth?
True. Those silly things are the ones you remember longest.
A random glance is enough to be vitamins for the whole day.
A casual inquiry is something you cherish like a treasure.
Even if in the end it leads nowhere and you never become a couple.
But it's still a beautiful patch of color. Later, when we're old, looking back, we'll definitely smile because we were foolish in such an adorable way.
Remembering the time when liking someone made your heart beat like a war drum every time your phone showed a notification.
Remembering the times you pretended to walk past their class just to sneak a peek for a second.
Hey, I suddenly feel like time is flying.
It feels like just yesterday we were panicking about being called to the board.
Now we're worrying about bills and a foggy future.
That's why these coffee dates to chat about nonsense are so precious.
Nonsense, but it heals the soul.
When we're older, it'll be hard to find that carefree feeling of liking someone just because they lent you a pen or because they remembered you hate onions.
Or just because a single get home safe was enough to make the whole world brighten up.
Student years are truly the strangest chapter in the book of life.
Why?
Easy to be moved by small things, easy to be sad over nothing, easy to be happy over snacks.
And especially, very easy to be delusional.
Haha, that's the specialty. But hey, what if someone actually liked you right now?
Then I'd maintain a poised, cold, and as calm as possible demeanor.
And when you get home?
At home, I'd be rolling around, screaming into my pillow, and staying up until morning to keep overanalyzing. Isn't that the standard procedure?
Haha, that's exactly the nature of a young man.
And you? Don't tell me you'd be level-headed.
Me? I'd smile elegantly and gently, as if it were a matter of course.
Liar, you elegant?
How do you know I'm lying?
Because just because that upperclassman bought you a box of pastries, you've been recounting it and analyzing the flour ingredients with me all week. Where's the elegance?
Just drink your coffee and shut up.
Haha, there it is. Your face is as red as a beet. You clearly like them.
Be quiet. Drink up and let's go.